Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. My word, we got a faucet here, a garbage disposal here, and a few other things that I'm going to be installing on these upcoming videos. And you see we got a 2-compartment sink here. If you watched, we just had these countertops installed, and I've got those on my videos. It's a preceding episode. You just have to look for them. And this happens to be a 2-hole, so we've got to decide which hole the garbage disposal goes in, and then there's just a regular drain, and there's only one outlet down here. We got to connect both of those down into that. Yeah. And hook up the sink, and I also have a pedestal sink in here that we've got to get installed. Remember? There's a pedestal sink here that we took out before, and I'm going to tackle that and put that back on too. And funny thing, it's not actually funny, but I called up the plumbers who helped us with putting in the tankless water heater, and I said, hey, how much would it be if we've got the faucet and we've got the soap dispenser? See, here's a soap dispenser. It comes with a little pump. That's why we've got 2 holes drilled in the counter. And I asked him, I says, we got the sink and the soap dispenser and the incinerator and all the other stuff. All you have to do is provide the trap assembly. How much would it cost to install that in this kitchen sink? $752. Can you believe that? $752. That does not include the pedestal sink in the bathroom. And I thought, you know, there's something that much. It couldn't be that hard. I mean, I've installed faucets before. I've not installed this exact one before, but I've installed kitchen faucets before, but I'm not a plumber. And neither are you. And that's why I'm making these videos too, to show you that if I can do it, you can do it. Now this happens to be the old incinerator garbage disposal. We've decided not to reinstall that. Mommy likes everything brand new, and so I went to the store. Yes, I got a brand new one there. And this was the existing sink trap assembly to hook up the garbage disposal and a sink drain, because you notice there's only one trap, and you got the garbage disposal here, and you've got the other sink up here, and so you've got to do something like that. So, you know, at the store they have all kinds of stuff at the store. You see here, look, telescopic disposer kit, and it comes with that piece, and then it comes with different pieces. Different lengths if you need one longer, or you can cut it. And then here's the P-trap assembly, and that looks just like the other one. And see, I could have in a pinch probably figured out how to use all that kind of stuff, and if I needed a longer one, I could have gotten a longer one. But I don't know how old that is, and you know, it could be 5-6 years old. And because I'm installing everything brand new, might as well go with brand new stuff, right? Okay, and so on all of my upcoming videos, I don't know how many videos it's going to be, but it'll be segments installing this faucet here and the soap dispenser. And it comes with the soap dispenser. Here's the little, come on, here we go. Oh, isn't that cute? It's a little soap dispenser. Okay, and of course it's all nickel finished. Mommy likes nickel finish, and they got all kinds of stuff at the store nowadays. And I'll talk about this on a different episode, but you know, it'll be one for that, one for putting in the soap dispenser, one for putting in the garbage disposal. We've got to put these areas in here, and all that kind of stuff. And I got all kinds of parts. I went to the store and spent quite a long time trying to figure out all the different things. And you know, when you're at the store, and if you have a question, get some extra parts, because no doubt you might need a different part than what you have, and now you're back to the store. You know, you got stuff like this to do. You plan on going back to the store once or twice if you've not really done this stuff before. And I got all kinds of parts at Lowe's, and I got all kinds of parts at Home Depot and all that kind of stuff, because Home Depot didn't have everything. And I'll go over different things later. This is just an introductory video. Here's some of the tools I might end up using. Okay, and I got just a little battery operated Sawzall, because if I have to cut any of the black piping shorter or something, I've got to use something, right? So I figured I'd just use my Sawzall. I mean, you can use a hacksaw, you can use a little back saw, hand saw. They got all kinds of different things you can cut with, you know. And so, anywho, that is gonna be, I've been dreading this too. I don't know why I've been dreading this, but you know, it's not stuff that I do every day. Of course, there's lots of stuff that I don't do every day in this condo, that you've seen all the different things I've done up till this point. And I'm just gonna take it step by step, you know. And the good thing is, because I took the other piece off, I can kind of see how it goes. And this one here happens to not go for the kitchen sink. This happened to go for the pedestal sink, and they ended up using this steel color. So on the pedestal sink, if you see it back behind there, it's steel, and instead of, you know, ABS. Usually ABS you'll put underneath the sink or something where you're not really going to see it. But you know what? I got an extra ABS trap. See, here's another one. I got two P traps, the 1.5 P traps, and if when I put the pedestal sink up, if I stand back and if I can't really see the black piping back in there, who knows, I might put that in there. In fact, they even had some other funky thing, and I'm gonna go over it with Momi. She'll make the decision on what to do here. Look at this one. Look, can you believe this is plastic? It's a nickel. See this nickel finish right there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see here. There you go, nickel finish, and it's on ABS pipe. Where is it? Heavy duty plated ABS construction. So this is ABS pipe like this, okay? But they just finished it off kind of in the nickel finish, and I might show her that, and who knows, if she goes for that, maybe I'll stick that on there instead of metal. See, I got some metal pieces. Where are they? Here, see, there's one, and then the trap. See, and they have these in different gauges. This one happens to be 22 gauge. Okay, they have them in 17 gauge and 24 gauge. Man, the 17 gauge was like almost $30 for this and this. I thought, what? Are you kidding me? But even this 22 gauge was for that was about $17, $7 just for this. So that's what I'm thinking. If I can go with ABS, maybe I'll go with ABS, or I might go with that. That was like $10. Okay. I mean, could I use the old one? Yeah, I could. I could use the old one. And if so, maybe I want to replace just the vinyl washers in the ends, and the washer in here and the washer in there. You know, you could buy separate little washers and stuff. And I ended up at Lowe's. See, they have different types of washers for different things. You can just buy separate washers. I could put a separate washer here, and a new one there. Because, you know, this happens to be just the trim cover that pushes right up against the wall. That looked nice. So you don't have to see just the black nut. You know, that black nut up in there. I mean, you could just have that going up against the wall if you wanted. But they have little nice pieces of trim like that. I could reuse this, but you know, it looks a little rusty in there. Well, not rusty, it looks pretty dirty, doesn't it? See? And you know, this, but in a pinch, if you want to reuse it, you probably can. If it wasn't leaking before, and it might be 4 or 5 years old, and those probably last 15 years or so. Same thing with all this stuff. I could reuse all that stuff if I wanted. None of it leaked before. Okay, so I've got plenty of parts here and stuff to figure all this stuff out, and that's all of my upcoming videos for these episodes on the condo renovation. If you want to watch those, stick around. Good Lord, look at all this stuff. What is my project coming up? Well, I got lots of things to do, but the first thing I want to do, and that's what this episode in these videos, this video series is going to be about, is installing this faucet. This faucet, and then the little soap dispenser handle on there. I figured I might as well get those things out of the way. Seems as though we just replaced the countertops and we're doing the condo renovation. We replaced the sink unit, and because we don't have anything down below, why not go ahead and install the sink faucet first? That way the garbage disposal isn't in my way, the extension piece coming down here for the drain line isn't in my way, the P-trap's not in my way, that's not in my way, the drain and all that. Okay, so step by step, you want to do things properly in the right order to give you enough room down there, right? So that's what my project is going to be today, is to install this faucet. Have I installed very many of these faucets before? Maybe 10, maybe up to 15 in all of my life over the years. The last one I installed was probably, I don't know, 6 years ago? 5 years ago. So of course I do not install these very often, but whenever I get them done, they look just like a professional's installed them. Okay? And so that tells you, do you have to be a plumber in order to do this? No, you don't. You've just got to take the right steps and all that kind of stuff. If you want to watch that, stick around. Now, I should have looked at this really close before I went to the store to get ready to install this. Okay, because once I started looking at the directions and stuff, I noticed, okay, when I put this down, here's the fitting for the red, which is going to be for the hot water line. Here's for the cold water line. But I should have noticed that, because these lines should be long enough, and they're designed to be long enough to hook up to your water supplies, okay? Because they've already got this fitting on the end. It's a 3/8 fitting, and when you look underneath your sink, after I took everything else off, you see here's my one for the cold water, and this is for the hot water. This one is for the hot water too, right here. That just happens to be for the dishwasher. So when the dishwasher comes, I'll install to that one, because there's a separate shut off. See, there's a T right there that comes out. That was kind of slick how they did that. And then I'll hook up the sink faucet to that one, okay, for the hot water. I believe we'll just have to see. I mean, I could do it either way. I could put the sink on that one, and the dishwasher on that one, or vice versa. But see, the last sink, they had the connections here, and one happened to be a 20-inch, and one happened to be a 16-inch. And you can get these in different sizes. You can get 12-inch, 16-inch, and 20-inch. And you get the right ones. And usually for standard sinks, this fitting is going to be a little bit bigger. I think it's a 1/2 inch. and then the end is going to be 3/8, see? But on this sink here, not the case. This sink faucet, not the case, right? Because nowadays everything is all inclusive. Here you've got the line. Most faucets, that it just stops right in here, and it's got female threads on there. And then you would take one of these with the male threads, or the female threads. Sorry, the sink faucet would have male threads. Okay, so then you would hook it up with that. But these go directly to the water supplies. That's kind of slick.